As Christians, it's really important for us to tell stories. It's important for us to tell stories of how God is working in our daily lives. We go through our daily lives, and especially people from church, we might see them once a week on Sunday, but for the most part, we're not in contact with them every single day. And so there's things that happen in our lives that we see as God things, that we see as Jesus and the Spirit and the Father just moving in our lives. And sometimes we forget to tell other Christians what's going on in our lives. We forget to tell the story about what God is doing right now. Those stories are so encouraging. They're so powerful because sometimes you're going through something and somebody else says, hey, you know what? I was going through this really hard thing and this is what happened. And it's like, oh man, I needed to hear that encouragement from somebody else going through the same thing. So I wonder how different our lives would be, how different our churches would be, how different our friendships would be if we told each other stories constantly of how God is working, or of how we're asking God to work. So when our friends, when our church members, when our family is praying for us, they know exactly what we're going through and they know exactly what to ask God for. So this week, I want to challenge you to try and ask somebody, hey, how's God working in your life? Or tell somebody, hey, this is how God's working in my life and I see him right now. Or, hey, you know what, this happened yesterday. This is totally a God thing. There's no other explanation for it. But how different our lives would be if we took some time to tell those stories of God's work in our lives and encouraged other people.